So as tax bills have now gone out, I'm sure most of, if not all of you, have probably heard from your neighbors and friends like I have asking if there's a misprint in the bill. So when this happens, I'm immediately transported back to our May 7th meeting when we met as the boards of selectmen and finance to discuss solutions that we could possibly implement to protect and mitigate the impact to those that would be hit the hardest. At that meeting and prior, I voiced my support for a phase-in approach that would create a laddered step-up approach to the new valuation instead of the cliff that these taxpayers are now being pushed off of. At that meeting, we were then told that we would not implement a phase-in approach because it was disruptive to the budgeting process and that the benefit just was not there. And I acknowledge the additional work that implementing such a solution would entail. But now as we as a town are looking for legal ways to now provide some sort of relief after the fact, after we missed the boat to soften the biggest impact of the entire revaluation process, because now we can't adjust the mill rate. It's too late. I also watched the last meeting of the Board of Selectmen where I was confused to hear about potential research and pursuit of an exemption process that was exclude a portion of a property's assessed value. And the reason I was confused is because such a solution would largely provide the same benefit to those that really need it the most, just in a more convoluted way, and also, again, after the fact, after we missed the chance to soften the biggest blow. And somehow I was also confused that this solution is somehow considered less disruptive to the budgeting process for the remaining 4 years we have under these valuations. So that was also interesting to me. And I know this horse is dead. I'm not going to beat it any more than I already have. But pursuing a phase-in was not up to me. As a member of the Board of Finance, I know my role. I know statutorily those decisions belong to the Board of Selectmen. So shame on me for not pushing harder. I thought I made some compelling arguments. Some of those arguments were agreed to by the experts that Bertram Moses has on staff, so I appreciated those comments. But I think coming away from that meeting and the entire budgeting process empty-handed with no solutions is a failure in leadership. And I don't throw that out lightly, but many in our town are experiencing the pain of those failures that we together produced. And I appreciate the efforts that we're all putting in to pursue any kind of solutions that we can implement now after the fact. And I encourage that continued, but that's where I'll leave it. So thanks for your time.